What's up, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. And this is day 14 of me trying to get funded. Honestly, this was the hardest day of this journey. And I think I was never this much emotional ever before. I don't know what happened to me today, but yeah, I just broke all my rules. I was so lucky to win and actually recover all my losses. But I just give a quick recap on what I did and why it was so bad. So coming into the day, I was really bullish since I saw price actually delivering from this 1 hour gap and going higher, disrespecting all these bearish gaps right here. So my ideal scenario was that I wanted price to come back into this 80-minute low right here, and then we could actually catch a continuation toward this high. And this is not a normal high, this is a data high, so really good drawn liquidity. Or also we could actually pull back into some 15-minute gaps also right here, and then still the target will be the same data high right here. Right, so after the market open, we straight up just dumped basically 800 points, and this gap got inverse, so I was no longer looking for longs. I was just looking for shorts towards the sell side degree right here. If we go on ES, we can also see that there are some sell side liquidity on ES2, and we have this immediate 1 hour gap. And it also seemed that ES wanted to go and actually dive into this 1 hour gap. Also on MNQ, there was this 1 hour gap right here. So I was really bearish right now, and I just want to pull back into a 5 minute or 15 minute to actually get an entry lower towards this lows. So this was actually my first trade, and this was a break-even trade since I entered off of this inverse right here. So this cannot break this 4 minute inverse, which is completely wrong by the way, because when there are two consecutive gaps right like this, price should actually inverse both of these gaps, and then I can take the entry from here, but it did not inverse, so this was an execution error. Price tapped into this 5 minute inverse here, and then entry was here, and then we also had a 5 minute below here. So this was my break-even point. As soon as price tapped into this, I literally moved my stop to break even, and just after that, candle just took my break even. So later on, a 15-minute gap opened higher, and I just wanted for price to actually pull back into this 15-minute gap. We had an inverse right here, price broke this inverse, and then my entry was right here on this candle. The only thing about this trade is I misplaced my stop loss, and I actually put it right here. So price took my stop loss and went lower towards my break-even point. And as you guys can see, it would have actually taken my break-even, but yeah, I just lost on this. And this was my second trade. Now, this was my third trade. We had this new manipulation leg right here. We actually tapped into also a new 15-minute rejection block on top of this 15-minute immediate gap. And we are actually had like stop hunt. So on this manipulation leg, the highest time frame inverse was actually the 4 minute. And my entry was not even here. I entered even before the candle closed, so really breaking my rules. And my target was a 1 to 1. At this point, I already lost all my profit that I made in the funded. So instead of risking just normally, I started risking really aggressively. So normally I risk 400 or to 500, but on this trade I almost risked 1,000. And my break even was this low right here, since obviously it's the manipulations next low. And if we just play this out, this actually did play out. I was really nervous, and I actually recovered all my losses, and I'm back at a profit again. I actually made a couple of hundred more, but honestly, really bad day for me since I nearly broke all my rules. Hopefully, I can actually keep following my rules. I don't know what happened to me. Maybe the break even just go to my head, but yeah, I hope you guys actually did good, and I see you guys in the next video.